Okay, so welcome. So I would just like to do a brief presentation on the history of ORCONF, since we have grown a bit and since many people don't know how we started out this thing. So I just want to do a presentation on the glorious past and bright future. So first about me, I work as a digital design engineer at a company called ORCONF. Mostly doing FPGA design, and we're always looking for people if someone is interested. But after I get home from work, I instead start working on open source stuff, and that's why I'm here today. I've been a member of the core developer group of OpenRISC since 2010. My LinkedIn profile says OpenRISC core developer at evenings and weekends, and that's probably very true. So I do a lot of open source stuff on the hardware side, mostly FuseSoft, which is my package manager and build system I've been working on for a few years, and lots of other stuff too, and organizes ORCONF. So it's really hard to tell the history of ORCONF without telling a bit about the history of OpenRISC. And the OpenRISC project was started in 1999 as a way to do a free open source software processor architecture with implementations and tools around that, like peripheral controllers such as UART and Ethernet Max and things like that. And it was started by some Slovenian students, and they started a site called OpenCourse to go along with it. And from then, things started to get rolling. And in 2002, Flextronic took a commercial interest in the OpenRISC platform, and they put a lot of engineering power behind it. So we saw a lot of increased development in OpenRISC. When they got tired of that in, say, 2004 and 2005, we got the decreased development, and nothing happened for a few years until a Swedish company called ORCONF took over OpenCourse and started investing a lot of new money into it. They as well have lost interest in it. So it has been, say, around 2011 or something, it has been mainly driven by the community. And we have been a growing community, and around 2012 we realized that we need a conference, because there are so many new faces that we want to see, and people doing a lot of cool stuff all over the world, so we want to get together. This is a picture from the first ORCONF. Everyone is a bit thinner, prettier, and not as bald. So we had about 20 visitors, and these were most likely the people who hung around on IRC and was working with OpenRISC on a day-to-day basis as a hobby project. Some were working with commercial as well, as we said. And we had 2 days with a few talks, and lots of beer drinking and hanging around and chatting. And we thought that was a great success. So next year we moved to Cambridge. And this is also where we had our first, let's say, external contributors, because we were contacted by ETH, by David Rossi and the other guys there. And we were a bit surprised, because we didn't think anyone was interested in our conference, and we didn't think anyone knew about our conference. So we were very happy to have some new faces there and see that this thing was used in research as well. So next year in Munich we grew slightly more, and this is also where we had the RISC-V and the low-risk team coming to join us. And they have, as you can see, so yesterday they have a lot of presence now, the RISC-V related presentations.
It was like 2 hours before somebody mentioned OpenRISC yesterday.
Someone also did a presentation where they mentioned all soft CPU architectures like Microblaze and Leo and stuff, and not OpenRISC. Oh well.
We're okay with that.
Yeah, we're okay with that. And this is 2015 in Geneva. And we're really happy that the conference has been growing. We are about 100 people now, slightly less perhaps. We have 3 days of talks now. We weren't prepared for all of this. So Julius and I have been working quite a lot with the organization part. Also Xavier and Efi on the CERN side has been working their asses off, I think. So next year, ain't gonna happen. No ORCONF 2016. However, we decided that it's probably best to drop the ORCONF name because it's the OpenRISC conference, and I mean it's not very OpenRISC related anymore. We have a lot of interesting projects, not just processor architectures, but we have for example, the Axiom camera. We have the Cosmic Pi presentation. So we want to be a conference for free and open source stuff in the RTL domain. So we hope to see you next year. Thank you.